Wil Wheaton.
Boy, that was fast. I said Wil Wheaton. You were here and there and there. It was like you were beaming aboard here.
I didn't realize there were stairs there, so I just thought I had to jump down.
It's funny. Some people don't. They just go ahead and jump down like I'm going to not put steps in here for, you know.
Well, you know, budget.
Budget. You know, this show has no budget. Yes.
I have to tell you a very funny story. The first time I heard your radio program in Los Angeles, I was about 10 years old, and my mother was driving me to an audition.
You're kidding.
And she said, you have to hear this guy named Rick Dees on the radio. I said, okay. So she turns on the radio, and it's Pink Floyd, Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2.
Yes.
And up until I saw The Wall when I was like 14 years old, I associated Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2 with Rick Dees, and I thought that was your song.
Really?
And
God, but I love that, man. I could be Pink Floyd out in some Montserrat now, digging the holidays. Never. Sorry.
And then she said, let's listen. And then recently she said, let's listen to Rick Dees, and it wasn't that song. I was about 13, and I didn't put it together and didn't understand. I just thought it was a funny little anecdote.
No, that's wonderful. God, what a great song. You know that song.
I worship Pink Floyd. I love them.
It was an interesting story about that because, you know, Pink Floyd wasn't played here. It was an experimental record. They didn't use independent promoters to promote it in Los Angeles, and it played all over the place, but it didn't play here until it was like, it had been #1 all over the nation for like 3 or 4 weeks.
It was great. We used to sing it in school, and they wouldn't let us listen to the album when we were in elementary school. It was great.
I understand. I find out that you have a bomb to drop on the world tonight.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Well, go ahead.
I'm carrying George Bush's love child.
That's
no,
right.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Not gonna do it.
I'm taking a break from Star Trek, a sabbatical, if you will.
You're leaving Star Trek.
Well, not exactly leaving. That sounds so permanent.
Instant crusher. How could you?
Well, I talked to the producers earlier this year, and I said, fellas, I really want to do some films, and there's these projects coming up that I really want to do, and I think that maybe I could get out and do some films and expand my career a little bit. And they said, okay, but you have to come back. And I said, all right. So there's the episode. Oh, are you kidding me? I haven't worked on the show in 2 months, and I'm like having withdrawal. I was doing a film in Virginia, and I would schedule my time off around watching Star Trek, because I missed the cast so much.
Well, when you get back, would you please tell LeVar Burton that his headband slipped? It looks like he's wearing an air filter for a 1963 Ford.
You want to know the story
this thing needs to be
that?
changed every 3,000 miles. Yeah, what is the story behind this?
The story behind his visor is they experimented with like hundreds of visor things. And the graphic designer's assistant, she had a headband on one day, and Mike took it off and was playing with it, and said, oh, look, fellas, and put it on, and it just kind of, as an accident, happened. Kind of like the way George Bush nominated Dan Quayle and went, hey, look! Somebody took him seriously. Hold on. Oh, my mom told me about this thing. Can I touch some of the buttons here?
Well, okay. Doggone. I had a rule when the show first started, nobody touches the magic couch, nobody touches the magic chair, nobody goes into the Wizard of Oz's curtain, but go ahead. Which one do you like? How about these? You're used to these. Screaming teens, you peasants. They love you, Will.
It's like a cartboard at a radio station. How cool.
And of course, we've got more teens and...
Thank you. My mom just said I had this. That's really cool.
And, just for no reason at all. Here's one that you might be getting used to with all your stardom.
Now, Rick.
And for the Thanksgiving holidays...
Very
I'm
funny.
sorry, back to you, Will, because, you know, if you miss Star Trek and you're having withdrawals, let me bring you back. Let me give you a little hit here.
Okay.
All right.
If there is one thing that I've learned from you, it's that you don't quit. And I'm not going to quit now. I've seen you think yourself out of worse situations than this, and I'm going to think us out of this. You're not going to die. I'm not going to let you die.
Do you get a chance to do, I mean, that's pretty heavy stuff they have you doing.
That
you
was,
do that often?
I had a great time doing that show. It was the first show in 4 years where I really, you know, stretched my character bounds and really did some cool, you know,
But Will, you know how hard
stuff.
that is to do for an actor? I mean, they won't even let Bill Murray and people like that do that. They haven't started those heavy scenes yet.
I guess, well, I think, you know, you establish yourself, like Bill Murray established himself as a comedian,
Right.
and then he tried, you know, to break out and do something different, drama
done well,
or something
too, yeah.
like that. And the public doesn't want to accept it. They want to see him, you know, doing Saturday Night Live, or like John Ritter. Now, for years, I associated John Ritter with tripping over the couch and,
Right.
you know, banging his head in the shower and that sort
Now
of
look
stuff.
at him in It.
And I saw him in It. My girlfriend and I saw the screening. We saw, imagine It, 4 hours of it all in like a row. on
saw
a
it
big
all?
screen. Yeah, we saw it at the Directors Guild. And I thought he was fabulous in that. So what I'm trying to do now by getting away from the show for a little while is to show people all these different things at a younger age, so when I get older, they won't be used to me doing one thing.
Oh, no, we won't be. And I want you to come back and let's talk about going to see you're a huge Kings fan.
Oh, man.
All right,
I'll talk about
he's
the
coming
Kings.
back. We're going to go to the Kings game. And I want to find out about your girls and your life. Later, we got a turkey shoot, Robin Leaks, and hold on, well, let me take Wil Wheaton and have him clawed by Star Trek The Next Generation. I loved it.